If you've been watching the Southwest ORV YouTube channel, you know that we appreciate our Honda Power Sports and have lots of experience with them. And I'd like to say, as Honda does, that life is better side by side. This is our 2018 Honda Pioneer 500, and just now on this ride with my 6-year-old son, we hit 130 miles in 25 hours. We are way out in the woods having a good time exploring, and this little Honda Pioneer 500 does not disappoint. It's fun to drive, it's easy to drive. I'm very happy that Honda introduced this little side-by-side because it's so similar to the Honda four-wheelers in a lot of ways. Even down to the dimensions, you know, the footprint is pretty close to say a Honda Foreman or Rubicon. And it even carries the same, you know, very similar powertrain, same motor for the most part. But it's so much fun to be able to have two people along for the ride. And I love that when I'm going out on my rides now and exploring the southwestern United States and Utah, and Colorado, and Arizona, and wherever we may be, that I can take one of my kids or a friend with me or a spouse. Thus far, the machine has given me no problems. It's been 100% reliable and enjoyable. It's getting good fuel economy. I'll post another video of that sometime later. As you might suspect, in a machine that has limited suspension travel, the ride can be a little choppy, a little bouncy over rocks and roots and things of that sort. However, I chose to adjust the suspension on all four corners to the softest setting, and I have found that it did make a difference, a noticeable difference in the bumpy stuff. The sort of terrain that I ride in, I prefer a softer suspension. I like this rear rack. So far it's been useful for hauling branches and yard debris and waste and other things like that. The 500cc engine has been very pleasant. It's got plenty of power, in my opinion, for the intended purpose of this side-by-side. It's very torquey, it pulls hard, it even revs out well. I love the low gearing. I love that it crawls along in first gear and gives me a lot of torque and control when I'm going through the tight stuff. I love the sharp turning radius to get in and out of trees in areas like this, and even along the trail. Today we've encountered areas where we've been brushing up against the trees and tree branches, and I love how narrow. I love the 50-inch stance on the machine for the type of terrain that I'm riding in. I feel like the seats are as comfortable as I hoped, as I expected them to be. I appreciate the safety nets. I love the Honda accessories that are available. My wife appreciates the dual mode transmission that allows you to shift manual or automatic. I appreciate that as well because I enjoy being able to shift the machine. I generally ride in manual mode, although the automatic is great. It works well, it's intuitive. It gets me up and over the rocks and in and out of tight situations, and so I like the four-wheel drive in this machine. I have not needed a locking differential yet to get anywhere I've wanted to go in this machine. My kids enjoy riding in it with me. My wife enjoys riding in it with me, and that's what this is all about. Again, as Honda says, life is better side by side. And that's the reason that I got this machine instead of, say, a new Honda Rubicon or Foreman. Although I'm not opposed to those machines, I'd love to have one. Where I can afford one machine right now, I chose this one. We did purchase this little Pioneer 500 brand new, and we're enjoying it very much. I look forward to many more miles and adventures in our 2018 Honda Pioneer 500.